watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Hello everyone! Let me... Hello everyone! Oh, it's not letting me change. Hold on here guys, it's not clicking right. Give me a second. It's not letting me change. There we go. Okay. Guys, it's not clicking right. Give me a second. Happy Saturday, everyone. Hopefully, it's working correctly now. Hello, hello. What is happening? Hopefully, it's working correctly now. Hello, hello. What is happening? I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm listening to it here, and honestly, I have no idea what's happening. Hopefully it catches up and it's good now. Alright, how is everybody's Saturday going so far? I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm listening to it here, and honestly, I have no idea what's happening. Is it just replaying this? Hopefully it catches up and it's good now. Well, sorry guys, you can't see me. My makeup is in the car that my hubby took to work. Is it just replaying this? It's still so weird. I don't know if you guys are hearing what I'm hearing. This is hilarious, honestly. I feel like I'm stuck in like Groundhog Day or something with this. Hopefully you guys are hearing me say new things. It's still so weird. I don't know if you guys are hearing what I'm hearing. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and start talking. Hopefully it does not. It's just replaying the same thing over to me on mine. I don't know why. Well, good morning and happy Saturday, everyone. Hello, Donna Lee, Jamie, Gloria, Diane, Sue, Deborah, Gloria, and anyone else that I may have missed. Deborah, we need to buy a GoFundMe to buy another set of makeup. That's so funny, Deborah. I literally thought that like I should have two, but honestly, it's way too expensive for that. Like, way too expensive for that. The price of my makeup bag, I don't even want to know what it is. But nope, can't replace that. Certain things I could, or just buy cheaper versions of some, I guess. So funny. But yeah, last week you joined Alex. It was so funny because I was going to go live and then like literally seconds apart, me and Alex must have hit go live because it wouldn't let me go live. It said there was a problem with my stream key and then I see Alex pop up. So that was so funny. Hope everybody's weather's good. Monday we were like snowed in and got 11 inches of snow and then it was like almost 70 degrees yesterday. Oh, I love that, Diane. Diane said, anytime we can spend with other crafters in a live-in chat and inspire each other is a great day. That is so true. Hearing a replay. So is it just replaying it? That is true, Gloria. Makeup does have a shelf life. Other crafters in a live-in chat and inspire each other is it? Okay. Hi, Alfred. Welcome. Hi, Connie. Ooh, Northern Michigan. That's beautiful up there. Did you get lots of snow the other day? I know we got 11 inches here. Jamie. Jamie said, I'm fairly certain Mother Nature has spent the whole last year on a bender. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it went from cold and then it all melted like within a day. Those 11 inches were like gone. And now it's going to feel warm again. It felt Christmassy. And while we were snowed in, I've never put a Christmas tree up this early. But my hubby was off, we were snowed in, and he was like, why don't we put the tree up? Because it helps bring holiday spirit. So we put the tree up, and it does. It really makes me, I say it makes me a jolly holly. Oh, you didn't get any snow up there yet. All right, so for today's card, we're going to make a candle Tealight. It's a stained glass candle Tealight Christmas card. So it's going to be stained glass. You're going to be able to put like a tea light behind it and it light up. So we're going to go ahead and start designing that. I love the old Bitmojis. Can we talk about that too? This is the old style Bitmoji. It was so much better. They redid them and I do not like them, but I'm so glad I have so many of the old style Bitmojis saved of Melody so I can keep using them. All right, first let's go ahead and choose an image. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the stained glass. We're just gonna look up stained glass windows here. Hi, Annie. I was like eating dinner. I didn't see your name first. I was like eating dinner. I knew. I was like, that must be Annie. What's for dinner, Annie? All right. So for stained glass window, I mean, there's several you can choose. I really like this one because it's broken apart into the little pieces. And I want to use some vellum so the light can shine through. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this one. This is the stained glass window we're going to be working with. And then I'm going to show you two different ways where we could slice through it, or you could go ahead and put images on top of it if you want, which I think I'm going to do for the candle one. I also played with it and did a dove one because I thought it would be really pretty for a dove, which you could use for Christmas or you could use in sympathy of, and then it would light up and you'd have a dove in the middle. I thought that would be really pretty too. Hello, Irma. All right, so this is stained glass window. First, we're going to go ahead and make this base. So we're going to start with shapes here. We're going to grab a square, drop that down, and then my square I want to make 5 inches by 11 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock that first so I can make an actual rectangle. I'm going to make it 5 inches, which make sure you delete all the way. This is a newer thing that hasn't been happening that long, but if you notice, if I delete the 2 up here, I can't just start typing because now it comes up to 0.0001. So make sure you delete that out all the way and then go ahead and put your measurement in there. Let's go ahead and change our background color. Ooh, I always choose light blue, but I'm going to be using light blue. All right, we'll go ahead and zoom in here some. I'm going to go ahead and change this to white. And now we're going to go ahead and grab some score lines and place them. So we'll go to shapes, grab a score line. And he's got dinner already. I haven't had breakfast. I don't usually eat breakfast though. Or lunch sometimes, most of the time. All right, so we're going to go ahead, grab our score line, pull it across, and then we want to score at 2.75 inches. So to get to those measurements, the XY, you're going to go ahead and hit on your tool pen here. And then on the X, we're going to put 0.037. Oh, that's so far over. Okay. Right here on the Y, actually, we're going to put 2.75. And then we're going to go ahead, duplicate that. I'm just going to hit Command D and duplicate that. And then this one we are going to put at 5.5. And then you will attach those. I'll have to detach them to slice it, so I'm not going to attach them right now. Hold on. Let me check my score line because it... $90. Make sure my score lines are at 90 degrees, which they are there. Not hearing anything but you. Denise, how do I know where to put the score lines? It's just for this card, because it's gonna bend as the easel. You can look at other easel cards and then kind of, I played with it. I do the card beforehand. But so I just figure out where the score lines go. So that's where I know they go for this card. But this will make it an easel so it can bend up, if that makes sense. And then once we get that base, we're gonna go ahead and do a sentiment base. And then this one, we're gonna make 5.5 by 5 inches. So we don't have to unlock it because we're gonna keep it as a square. So if we just go here and make this 5, then this will be our sentiment base. But we are going to score this one also. So I'm going to pull that right up to there, grab another score line. And then you can just grab it there, or you can hold shift and turn it, and then it does it in these increments. So you don't get stuck in it'll go right to 90 degrees there. And then we're going to pull this across, and we are going to go ahead on this, and we want this at 0.25. So again, hit your little edit. What do you guys call this? I call it my little pen tool, the edit pen. What do you guys call this? I want to know. And the Y on this, we're going to go 0.25 on that. I'm going to go ahead and drag my mouse on both of those and attach pencil. It's a good one. Hi, Mindy. All right, now that we've done that, let's go ahead and go to that stained glass window we have. Where did I put it? There it is, way over there. All right, I want to go ahead and work on this window. First, we want to go ahead and size this down to what size we need here for this card. And I did my card beforehand. I'm gonna go ahead and click on both. Let's bring this to the front so we can see it here. But I did this beforehand, and I know the width I want is 4.3. Oh, but see how it did it there? I did not delete it all the way, so it made it 0.00143. So make sure you get all the way out of that. And then our height, we are going to make 5 inches. Maybe not. That size doesn't matter. We're just gonna drag this down because that is too big. Like, I don't know what I was doing there, but that is not the right size. But I can just drag this to whatever size I want. What I want to do is cut this out of this piece here. So this is going to be the frame, the front that you see through. And you want to have some room around it too, besides just the window there. And I think that size there looks good. Mindy, we are making a stained glass Christmas candle tea light holder easel card. That seemed like a lot to say, but it's kind of all those things. Almost 80 in Florida. That's amazing because it was like 30s there the other night, Mindy. All right, so we have this piece here. Now I want to go ahead, now that I have this size, I'm just going to duplicate this whole thing first before I cut it apart. So I always like to do that. But now we're going to go ahead, we can ungroup this here. And we have a couple things that I want to do. Okay, this piece here, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate. And then I want to go ahead and inset one because I need to make this smaller because this is going to be the size of the window. But I do want to make the cutout a little smaller because I have to go ahead and glue the window on. So we can go ahead and go to our little pencil tool there. And we're going to go to offset. But we want to go inset because we want to make it smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and inset this to 0.25. So you can just drag it till you get there, or you can go ahead and edit the number. And then we'll hit apply. Now this is the piece. I'm just going to duplicate that again too. So I have that. Hi, Lori. All right, now that we have this piece, we're going to drag this over. That looks so much smaller. I'm just making sure. I think I want to go a little bigger on that. I do. I'd rather go a little bigger on that. That's why I go ahead and duplicate these, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, I think it's a little too small. So we're going to do that again really quick. I'm just going to duplicate this. That's so weird. It felt like it shrunk to me. I don't know if I'm crazy. It's possible. Now that we got it to size, go ahead and duplicate it. Okay, and then we can go ahead and ungroup this. And then this piece I'm going to duplicate once. I always over duplicate because I can just delete if I don't need them. It's just something I do, but we're going to go ahead and inset that again at the same thing. And it kept my setting here, so I can just go ahead and hit apply. All right, now this is the piece. It does look so much smaller now. That's okay. We'll go ahead and go with that. But this is the piece we're going to go ahead and slide out or cut here. But then you're also going to cut it at the top. Hold on, guys, my screen. Whoa. Oh, I'm silly. I was on the wrong. This is not moving for me here. Okay. That was weird. I got stuck. Okay, so this piece here, we're going to go ahead and slice out. This is going to go on this side. And then you do want to center it. So I would just click this, hold the card, hit our little pen here, align and center horizontally. And see, it doesn't. I'm going to pull this out a little bit because if you notice, that did not look centered horizontally, and it's because part of it was hidden. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that again. Align and center horizontally. What projects has everybody been working on? Are you guys working on, anybody doing any Thanksgiving projects? All right, we're going to go ahead and take this cutout, duplicate, and then we want to flip this one that direction so it goes like that. All right, and this one, I have not sliced yet. I'm going to move this up some. Want it a little closer. This one we're going to go ahead and bring down. You want the distance between these two and your score line here to be pretty much the same. So when it bends over, it's the same. Bring these score lines over. The score line is a little bit short, so I'm going to drag it over. It wasn't showing me if you guys seen when my card was bumped all up. Ooh, put that back. When my card was bumped fully up along the side, it was kind of hiding some of it. So I had to pull it out because now you can see it looks like the score lines are too short, and that's just because it was kind of hidden over there. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Mindy. Yeah, that was a glitch that was happening. And it's, if you take the original image and you duplicate it, it's fine. But when you do something to it and then you try to duplicate it, it makes it way smaller. All right, so we get that. And then again, we want to make sure this is centered horizontally. So we'll go ahead and align center horizontally. And then those look good to me. I'm going to go ahead and slice each one of these out. But you can only slice one at a time. So we're going to select both of those, hit slice. Now we'll select this one and hit slice. And then all these slice results, we can go ahead and delete, except the card base there. We definitely want to keep the card base. There we go. Now we want to get those score lines on there. So we're going to send this to the back, drag our mouse, and attach. Yep, that's what it is, Mindy. If you just take the normal image and duplicate it, but for, yeah, there's a glitch on that right now. Oh. I'm going to detach this real quick because this little score line right here. Which one is it? Gonna pull that over so it's long enough. There we go. Now we can go ahead and attach. All right. So our stained glass window here, we made our, we're going to do several different layers. So what I want, this back layer that's blue, that's going to be like a clear vellum. And then I figure for the darker blue, which we can go ahead and change, I want to do, I'll have to look at all my colors, but I have like red, orangish. Ooh, that's not the window I want. Well, I guess it don't matter. That one's fine too. But that way when the light glows from the tea light, hopefully it kind of like gives a red glow there. But this does not have like a huge border on it. So I want to go ahead and slice, I'm going to go ahead and slice through that. Is this a different size? It's not a different size. But it is there. Okay, that's the same size there. We're gonna go ahead and work with this one. I'm like, what is going on here? Why is it showing a different size? Can you guys believe my son's birthday is tomorrow and he's got, guys, he's going to be 21. 21! I cannot believe this. Stained glass neck blue piece. Slides. Okay, what I want to do, I'm going to duplicate this whole thing here. I'm going to ungroup this because I want to get just to this black piece. Oh, wait a minute here. Why is it not moving? Oh, okay. That did do fine. We're going to take this black piece, or this blue piece, and we are going to size this down because what I want to do is I want to slice out. I want to make it, if you guys see, this is a really thin border, so I think gluing it would be hard. So I want to take this. I like this image, but I just need a thicker border on it. So what I'm going to do is, let's move this out of there. We're going to take this and we're going to drag this just so it covers everything on the inside so we can slice it out, which that looks like there. It's covering everything, but drag my mouse on it and we're going to go ahead and align, center, and then we can go ahead and slice. She is an artist. I love that. Oh, kids always love the crafts. I love that, Connie. And you're the cool grandma when you bring crafts. What kid doesn't love crafts? I do, Mindy. I have colored vellum. I got it off Amazon. You can get, they have all different, it's a pack that comes with all different colors of it. Okay, so I went ahead and centered. Where'd it go? Okay. Now what I want to do is with this outside piece, this is my slice result. I just want to make it a little thicker. So we're going to go ahead and offset this. And I'm going to drag it to the right here so it's an offset. And I'm going to do like 0.097 and apply. Now I can take this piece, these two pieces, and you can unite or you can weld permanently. But I always, the first time I like to unite, because weld is permanent. You can't undo it before you save it, but I always just like to unite before I weld. Oh, your grandkids are all young adults now. Doesn't that go fast? I can't believe I'm gonna have a 21-year-old. So I have to go out at midnight tonight with my son for his first, legal going out. That's so crazy. You guys have no idea how old that makes me feel. All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring this to the front. And then our other piece is this blue piece here, which that's going to go behind too. Nope. Oh, that's still grouped. So I can ungroup that. This, I'm gonna go ahead and make this color because this is gonna be like clear vellum. That's gonna go on the back. This is the one that I'm going to make hopefully red. I'll look at my colors, but I want to think about the tea light too. It'd be nice if I could get white, but when you have that tea light glow behind it, it's kind of like an orange glow. So I want to take that into account too. So then we can go ahead and send this to the back. I'm gonna go ahead and group this together. So this will go here. But you have to make it bigger than the hole because you want to make sure you can glue it to that. Now we can go ahead and duplicate that. I'm going to go ahead and show you the candle. I don't know about you guys, but I do not like deleting stuff till like way later and make sure I don't need it. So half of my canvas is always just full of stuff I have to delete when I'm done. Gloria, you will get 2 pictures. They are actually doing like some improving the Create AI, and until that's finished, you'll only get 1 image at a time versus your 2. All right, so let's go ahead and go to images. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at candles, Christmas candles. I would type in Christmas, but I'm gonna go to my bookmarked here. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I thought this was a great group of candles for this. Pretty simple too. Now you can go ahead and slice this through each layer, but I'm gonna go ahead and put these on top actually. But first I wanna go ahead and offset that because if we just try to glue all these little pieces on, that'll be crazy. But if we give an offset of it, it'll be super simple to do. Oh, guys, last day for our giveaway, our Cricut giveaway. The $100 one ends today. So make sure you guys enter. You can enter 10 times today. I want to make sure I don't forget that. The links to that are in the description below. And don't let me forget to talk about the Cricut Host the Holiday, the $3,000 giveaway too. Did I want that big? I just hit apply. But go ahead and go to offset. I don't think I want it quite that big, so I'm going to drag it down a little. See what 0.056 looks, and that to me looks good. So we can go ahead and put that over. Now let's say, I'm going to show you, say you want to slice it through all the way and use, I wouldn't do it for this image per se, of doing vellum, but let's go to the dove. I'm going to pull up a dove. This one. Okay, I bookmarked this one because it's all one piece here. Let's drag this down and say you want to slice out. So you want to actually make it look like a full stained glass window. You can totally do that. I take this here, duplicate it. You don't want to slice it like that because you're going to have all these little pieces. So we're just going to go ahead and use contour here, hide all contours, and apply. That way, you're going to go ahead and take this and slice through and have the solid pieces, and then you can take and place this over it if you like, or do a solid dove. But because there's three layers here, you're going to duplicate this so you have 3 of them. Oh, that's that dove. Now you're just going to take all 3 of these, select those, align center. And then you're going to get this set where you want. Make sure this is ungrouped. I'm going to bring those up to the top because I like to see what pieces I'm working with there. And if I drag them up to the top, then I know those are the pieces I'm looking for. Alrighty. Sorry, I was just catching up on chat there. All right, so one by one, we want to slice this through. So we're going to take our dove here. We're going to take this layer, select both slice. Now select this dove, the next layer, slice, and then one more time. The dove, I believe that layer, yep, and slice. Now when we pull these out and delete, Look at all these little pieces you can pull out. Or you can just go over here and delete, but just be careful. Make sure you don't delete ones you really need. There we go. Which I can put this version in too, if anybody'd like to make that. Which you can. I believe I went in and I contoured out those pieces too. Let me see if I can do that. Yep, see those little pieces in the middle we don't want? Go ahead and click those pieces off. Not like that. If you have a hard time getting to the little pieces, which isn't it neat that it highlights it now? If you guys haven't seen, it highlights it green so you know what piece you're on, which is amazing. Sometimes those really little pieces are hard, so you just go over here. And I know they're gonna be tiny little black fragments like that. And I keep trying to click on a spot. That's so funny, guys. I'm sitting here trying to click on a spot. I'm like, why is it not giving it to me? It was a spot on my screen. Make sure you hit apply there. And then we're going to do that for each layer. So we're just going to go ahead and contour. Now this one I can't. That little piece is going to stay in. So this one we will contour. And they are redoing this. I noticed you got to kind of like hover around it sometimes to find it right now. But I'm just going to go look for these little tiny black pieces here and hit apply. There we go. Now let's change the dove to white. I'm going to change this to blue. And actually, yeah, because that'll set it in. But you could do the solid of that too. How we duplicated it and then contoured it. Hide all contours. You can set that one in there. And then you can go ahead and put this over if you like. Bring that to the front. Just make sure you contour out the eyeball there. I did not do that when I contoured. If you want the eyeball seeing through, go to contour here and make sure you get the little eyeball. Where is the eyeball? There it is. And hit apply. And then put that on. But that's one possibility for the window. So you can either just do a decoration like this we did and place it on top, or you can actually go ahead and slice all the way through it and put it in, inset it in there too. Oh, having a 21-year-old makes me feel old, guys. I was like, how is that possible? That happened so fast. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so that is our slice through window there. Now we have our piece up here. I want to check this line. It looks so far up. .228. It should be 0.25. There we go. It wasn't off much, but I was like, that looks really high. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and reattach those. Oh, nope, they're already attached because I didn't detach them. All right, so let's go ahead, grab a shape. We're gonna grab a square. And then this piece, we want 4.5 by 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock it. And then when I finish, I'll show you the one I already, because I always make ahead of time to make sure it works and what I got going on, but they kind of always look a little slightly different. Did I do that opposite? That's okay, I can just turn it. And then we're gonna go ahead and get this the size we want. But before I figure out what size exactly I want the sentiment, we have another piece of the sentiment. This is the part that it's gonna fold down onto and hold up. So I wanna make sure we get that sized right. So we're gonna go ahead and make this. This piece is gonna be 1.5 inches by 4.5. But we're going to go ahead and rotate that because I did it the wrong way. I'm just going to hold shift and do it this time so we can do those increments. 180. All right, so I want that piece about there, so then I know I can go ahead and make this one shorter. Everything about this looks a little weird. Hold on here. See, it's saying it's at 0 and 0, but it's definitely not because part of the... Gotta bring the card down there. Now this little flap right here, if you're wondering how this goes together, we're gonna put glue on this flap and attach it. And then you're gonna have the sentiment and your plaque here. All right, we can make both that white. And then that you'll decorate with whatever you want it to say. And then this piece here, this is gonna be your plaque. So actually, I'm not gonna use a square for that. I'm gonna use something like this instead. Doesn't have to be a square. But we're gonna put a sentiment on this, but we're also gonna duplicate this several times too, the base, because you gotta get it thick because your card's gonna lean up on that for the easel. I sure do. I sure do. Thanks for that. Okay, go ahead and make this whatever color we want. And I don't know what color we're gonna do here. Let's just say red. This I'm gonna duplicate, and it depends what material you use. If you had craft board, if you were so lucky for that, you wouldn't need as much. Regular cardstock, I'm gonna do like 4 layers probably, but I think I might use some glitter cardstock. But for that, I would do just this top piece. So I would cut the under piece just in whatever color cardstock. And then I would do the top piece in the glitter cardstock, which that's thicker. So if I do that, I'd probably just do 3 layers total. But then on that, now let's go back to images. I thought on the inside it would be good if it said, let's see, wishing you a Christmas that is merry and bright, because I thought candles bring light, so they bring brightness. Yeah, Gloria, you could also use 110 pound cardstock too. Thank you. All right, let's look at Merry and Bright bookmark. Did I use any or did I just use... Turn these off. Merry and Bright. Now with this, I looked a lot because I want the words to go straight across. So a lot that are stacked are wrong and it just has to fit in there right. So I like really looked. I thought I bookmarked one, which I did not. I did not. Almost like this, but it's not. So if you use something like this and you want it side by side, and I don't think this is the one I used per se, maybe? Just referencing my pic I took of it. Nope, that's definitely not it, but I'll just show you. I'll show you the one I did, what I ended up with, which I think was the best one of all the Merry and Brights I went through, because I went through several, and some they just don't fit right, or some like, you know, the one side the letter goes down too far or something. But we can go ahead and contour this. I'd hide all contours and then just do, we just want the rest of Merry at first. Hit apply. I'm gonna unlock it. So there's Mary. I'm just gonna duplicate that, and we are just gonna go ahead and contour it 2 more times. This one we're gonna hide all contours, and I wanna do just the and. Make sure you get the little insides of the letters too. Hit apply. Oh, actually, I know I don't want it to say and. I want an and mark. So I'll just go ahead and find an and mark for that. I always try to bookmark whatever images I'm using so I can easily find them, but sometimes I forget. But what's really good is when you save your image or you save your project, it's gonna let you know what images are in it, so you can easily go find that again. Thank goodness for that. Don't you guys love that it shows you what images are in it? Oh my goodness. Thanks, Carol. Have a good rest of your weekend. I know we have my son's birthday dinner later today. Connor is, if you guys are new, Connor is he's my firstborn, and he was born at 23 weeks and 5 days. So Connor was 1 pound, 14 ounces when he was born. He was in the NICU from November to March. He's literally, when I tell you he's my $1 million baby, that is not a joke. He is over $1 million baby. And I think now, I'm like, he was $1 million baby 21 years ago. Can you imagine how much that would be today? I don't know. Connor, he is a miracle, Jamie. He truly is a miracle. I'm not even going to talk about it because I'll cry, but holy cow, the stuff we've seen in the NICU. And families, we became friends with families, and it's just, University of Chicago NICU, shout out, they're amazing. The Ronald McDonald House. I cannot tell you. Guys, I'm sorry, emotional. Holy cow. This is the craziest time of my life. But Ronald McDonald House is amazing. We met families from across the world. There was a teenager from Alaska who was having brain surgery. There was a family from Pakistan getting a heart transplant on their kid. They just do amazing things. That's all I'm trying to say. Sorry, guys. But they do amazing things for families. So Ronald McDonald House to me is such a great charity because I've seen firsthand what they do. And we were so lucky to get to stay there and be by him. Otherwise we'd be an hour away, and those months were nightmares and roller coasters. So, but so great. Okay. No crying. There's no crying and crafting, guys. Sorry, every year at his birthday, it just takes you back to that place, and you're like, holy cow. All right, so for this, I just wanted an and mark. Almost forgot what I was doing there. And I don't want it writing. I want it a regular style, so we'll go ahead and click that. I'm usually not emotional like that, too. I'm like, Holly, get it together. All right, now we're back to Merry and Bright, guys. We're going back to Merry and Bright. We are there. All right, and say we want Merry and Bright, so you could cut it like that. It's so amazing. So phenomenal. It's just, and unless you experience it, you don't understand how great of a place it is, truly. All right, but we're going to go ahead and get some more text. And I am going to write. They're going to make fun of me. I'm going to tell Connor I cried on live just talking about it. He's going to make fun of me later. It's okay. He had it easy. I almost died too. I was there 11 days before I had him. I flew by helicopter. I woke up on a ventilator. It was all ugh. Let's just say I'm really glad it's over. Wishing you a Christmas. But how great the healthcare workers were too. We went back to reunions and saw the doctors years after years, and Connor, he turned out just so sad how so many other babies turned out. And white preemie males do the worst of all of them. So the doctors were like, he did amazing. Oh, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and change this font. And there's 2 different fonts I liked. You guys help me decide on this. I liked Cinnamon Swirls. But I do want to go ahead and bring that line spacing down because they are too far apart there. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag this till I get it how I like. Then obviously we'll go ahead and resize that to fit there by just dragging the edges. That. Something like that. But I am going to have it draw this, so I'm going to go ahead and change it from regular here to writing. All right, so that is font number 1, guys. Oh, that's right, Gloria. So you know the roller coaster it is. Holy cow. Okay, so first up, cinnamon rolls, and then our second one is going to be storyteller. Is it one word? Maybe it's one word. Yep, storyteller. Okay, so cinnamon swirls. And then this one is storyteller. Which one do you guys like better? I like both. I really love things with like curly, you know, like my handwriting has that. I make my A's like that. I do S's all. Mindy, verklempt. That was exactly what it was. It was very verklempt. Oh my goodness, Gloria. Loose. The space, yeah, true. The spacing is better on cinnamon. Lucy. The spacing is better on cinnamon swirls, and that's one thing I like to mention too. That's a good idea you said that, because your line spacing isn't going to work the same for each font. It's going to totally change. So lots of times I won't even adjust the line spacing till I figure out what font I want and then go ahead and adjust it. All right, we're going to go back to cinnamon. Cinnamon swirls. There we go. So then you would take that and you could take that whatever color pen you want. Say you want to do, I'm going to do extra fine. Oh, see, I have my Joy selected. So it's only giving me the options for my Joy pens. But make sure you have whatever machine here you have selected, and then you can choose from all of them. So let's just say we're going to choose Very Berry to do that. And then if you want to attach it, you're going to go ahead and drag your mouse. Oops. Don't attach it to the whole thing because you only want this sentiment piece here. So you're going to select that, and then hit attach. And then this will go ahead and draw on there, and then you can put that on. I'm going to go ahead and save. Yep, true. Okay. So that is that everything for it? Have we done everything for it? And then I'll show you the one yes. So it is. So we have our sentiment piece in here. This little flap's going to glue down, make the easel part. This is going to go ahead and fold. You'll have the window through. We'll have that vellum. And then the space where the easel folds, that's where we'll put the tea light candle, which obviously if you're mailing this to somebody, you won't want to mail a tea light candle with it. You could tell them to put one in, obviously LED, not, yes, let me state that, an LED tea light. Nobody put a real tea light behind this. The card will catch on fire. But I just like to mention that. But, so you can hand deliver these, or, you know, most people, I know I have tons of those little LED tea lights too. But I thought it would be pretty because you can set it up and then it'll have the glow going too. And then we'll do those vellum through there. And you could do, another thing I wanted to mention too, is you could do even more different colors. So you want to do more colors of the vellum. You can go ahead and contour out these pieces of the stained glass, more pieces, and then change so you have different colors if you want to. Like I did it, I played with it and then clicked a couple more and then made like 3 layers of it. But if you're doing vellum, you got to think each layer of vellum, it's going to, the color behind it, it's all going to kind of go together. So you don't want to put like red on top of green because you're just going to, I think it's just going to glow like brown, I believe. Yeah, Mindy, that was a thing that was going on. I haven't, hopefully, yeah, that's part of the the new updates. It won't let you pick one that isn't turned on, which is interesting because lots of times I'm designing and cutting at two totally different times, you know? So I'm interested to see how that goes. Yeah, you can print on vellum, which I'm not, for this, these pieces are going to be cut vellum, but yes, you can totally print on vellum too. I know, and that's something a lot of people don't think about. That's actually really neat, because then you can have some kind of candle behind it or glow behind it. Thanks, Crafts by Jay. So that is that. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to my hidden ones. I'm going to go ahead and delete these extra ones. Now I can go over and delete all the extra pieces I don't need. And then somewhere down here is my group. So these are the ones I did beforehand. So I did my stained glass window there with the candles on front, on front. But then I also went and I did it cut out. And I didn't do this, so I didn't show this because I forgot I had done this. But when I did that, the little holes for these candles were teeny tiny, like the light wouldn't shine through. So I went and I made them just a little bit bigger. I mean, they were like a dot, and I was like, nothing's gonna come through. So I just made these a little bit bigger. That way the light could come through. And then I did the dove. And then this was just another stained glass window. I just wanted to show that's another possibility with the two colors. And then you could ungroup and ungroup again. How many times do we have to ungroup? We'll see. I kept adding more things and then grouping and grouping. Okay. Should be the last ungrouping. Holy Toledo, Batman. But yeah, then you could take and put these candles, say if you want, you could put these candles in front of here with that behind it. But just showing you that you could use like different stained glass windows and get a different look too. So, and then that's what the sentiment piece looked like there. And I don't remember, I'm gonna have to look and see where I got this Marion Bright, but this was just like the perfect one that filled the area well. There was some I loved that had like really loop-de-loos, but then it came down too far on one side. Thanks, guys. Yes, I will be on Tuesday. So Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, I will go ahead and put this card together on live. You guys can join me on the chat. I mentioned the giveaway that we have going on. Last day to enter that for our group, and one member of our Cricut Design Space group is going to win that $100 to spend at Cricut.com. But even more really cool, I want to mention, let's go to it here. Can we go to it? Yes, I want to talk about this right here. So Cricut has their Host the Holidays challenge going. Have you guys seen this? Have you guys seen in the groups too? You may see people posting some videos because we're allowing people to do one per day. But Cricut, to 10 people, they're giving away $3,000 cash and a $300 Cricut.com credit to go ahead and gift a machine to a friend. So you have a crafting buddy. But you guys go vote. This is 10 people that are going to win $3,000 cash, which is like so many people need. It's going to pay for their holidays, but so many of our members I see, and you'll see some that you like see post in the groups a lot. Make sure you go to here, and these are in all of our groups in Cricut Design Space. Actually, I'm going to hit view in group. And I'm going to go ahead and pin this to featured. So go in Design Space, go to pin to featured. You're going to go ahead and click here to vote. You can click on this. And it's like that Sunday, like, hey, we know her. And you can vote for your favorite. So you can watch videos on like what Cricut means to them or how it's helped them or, you know, how it helps make their holidays more magical. So make sure you guys go on here and watch these and vote because 10 people are going to win $3,000. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that an amazing giveaway? Hello, Connie. So glad you could join us. Oh, I was like, wait, that looks like somebody I know, but that's not. They want to buy a Cricut. See, they don't have a Cricut. And you don't have to have a Cricut to do this. You can also talk about what it would mean to you to get a Cricut. So make sure you guys go through that and help vote. There's going to be 10 very happy people at the end of this. But you can still enter if you want to, because you have till November 30th. So in that post, I also have here how to enter. So you can go ahead and enter your video, and then you'll just post on Instagram or here, and you'll use hashtag Cricut host the holidays. And if you're in our different groups on just Facebook, like Cricut Design Space, Crafting with Melody Lane, Paper Crafts with Melody Lane, Cricut Joy, Cricut Mug Press, Christmas Crafts with Cricut, Wedding Projects with Cricut, all of those groups, you're allowed to go ahead and post your video once a day to help get votes because we want to help our members win. So I thought that was very, very cool of Cricut to do. I'm losing, my voice is like going away. It's because I got all verklempt earlier. So I think that is it, guys. Everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will be live Tuesday. Hopefully, now on Fridays, we like to do the image sets, but we have only had like one new image set for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Although, yesterday, if there's any Wizard of Oz fans, yesterday there was a new Wizard of Oz image set in Design Space, which if you guys know me, you know that's my favorite movie, so I was so happy. But I did go ahead and post that in the groups too, but you can go check that out. Search image sets and type in Wizard of Oz. So, thank you guys. I will see you Tuesday and try and think if there's anything else. I don't know. And happy birthday to my firstborn. It's crazy, 21. But anyway, so we'll be celebrating that tonight. Thanks, guys. Hope it lights up. Like, you know, it's always fun to design, but then when you put it together, you like hope it comes together as your brain imagined. So we shall see. But I will see you guys on Tuesday. Thanks for the happy birthdays for him. I will pass that along. We're going out to eat with his grandma later, which makes her day because she always gets to see her boy on his birthday. So, all right, guys, happy crafting, and we will see you on Tuesday. And don't forget, enter those giveaways.